Katzcradul here. This is my day off, so I'm trying to get some projects finished. The last few days I've been dehydrating a lot of green beans and a lot of sweet peas. They've been on sale at my grocery store this week. I also picked up this cool old blue-green canning jar at a garage sale for $2. I got an even bigger one for $3, so that's kind of fun. But I'm dehydrating lots of beans and peas this week, so I've got some more on the dehydrator that need to come off right now, and I just need to find jars for them. But I just read a comment posted to my sweet pickle video by a subscriber whose name is Motherlyful, and she said that she had tried the sweet pickle recipe and loved it and is doing another batch, and that made me so excited that I told her I'd go make a video for her. So the video I'm making today is one where I use food storage items that helps me to rotate my food storage. And the ingredients are non-fat powdered dry milk, peanut butter, it can be chunky or smooth, honey, and honey's gotten so expensive it doesn't call for much honey, which I'm glad of, and powdered sugar. Now, we have family night every Monday night, and I try to provide my family with a treat at the end of that event, and on one occasion I didn't have anything prepared. And so I threw these together very quickly. My family thought they were kind of strange looking, but as soon as they tasted them, they fell in love with them. And now it's really kind of my go-to, my default treat if I don't have anything else prepared, and they're always happy to get them. There are lots of ways that you can amend this recipe. It's very forgiving. You could add stuff to it or leave something out generally and not have a problem, but it's more of a concept recipe, and I'll teach that to you. Here I've got in my bowl, the large pile of white is powdered milk, the smaller one is powdered sugar, there's honey in the back, and peanut butter, and that's the basic recipe. Now in mine I always do put a pinch of salt, because in my opinion salt is that magical ingredient that makes sweet things sweeter and savory things more savory. It's just delicious. So I put a pinch of salt in, and I usually put a little bit of vanilla in mine, maybe a half teaspoon, just because I like the way it tastes. So let me set the camera down and mix these up really quickly and show you how it goes. They usually come together very quickly. So we just stir it together. You need to be kind of careful because both the powdered sugar and the powdered milk tend to kind of be flyaway items if you stir them too vigorously. I mean, I wouldn't think this would be anything you'd want to do with a mixer because it really would make a mess. So just stir gently by hand until you get the powdered milk and the powdered sugar moistened. Now here's what you can do with this recipe when I talk about amending it and making it your own and putting the things in that you like. This is loaded with carbs and loaded with protein and calcium. I mean, consider the milk and peanut butter, and even the honey, which is so good for you. It's loaded with lots of good things, but you can even improve the quality of this food if you were to add diced dried fruit, such as diced apricots or diced dates or anything like that. That would make it scrumptious, and I've done that before. You can also, after you roll these up, you can roll them in chopped pecans or chopped sunflower seeds. You can also add coconut to it. The other thing you can do is, if you want to be just really decadent and gild the lily, is after you get them all rolled up, you can dip them in melted chocolate if you like. But this is just a great food. What I like about it is that I can put it in a lunch kit or a backpack. It doesn't need to be refrigerated. And like I said, it's loaded with good calories and with protein. I also like it because if you're really hungry in the morning and you don't have time for breakfast, you can just grab a couple and eat them on the go. I've got this pretty much mixed up, so at this point it's a matter of getting in there with your hands to get it all incorporated, and that's just the nature of the beast here. You got to do it, and it feels great. Another place I've seen this recipe is on preschools use it sometimes. They call it edible Play-Doh, which I'm not really crazy about because as a preschool teacher, kids have a hard time distinguishing between what they can eat and what they can't eat. So if you were going to make this, I certainly I wouldn't treat it as Play-Doh unless your kids just really understood that other things that they play with and mold and shape cannot be put in their mouth. Okay, this is pretty good. So here's what it looks like. It really truly does kind of look like a Play-Doh. I will tell you, one time I thought I was going to save on the honey in here. I wouldn't use as much, and I thought, okay, well, the honey's just used as a moisture to hold everything together. I'll cut the honey in half, and I'll use either a little bit of milk or water as the other moisture. Huge mistake. Don't ever do that. Don't ever put milk or water in this. It really turns pretty much to concrete. So here you go. Isn't that great? It's just nice and smooth, beautiful texture. And then what you do at this point is just roll it into balls, and you can make them however big you want. And I'm only making a half batch here. A whole batch would use a whole 16-ounce jar of peanut butter. So this is just going to be a half batch. I mainly just wanted to do it for demonstration purposes, although these will not be wasted. You can store them in the refrigerator. You can store them at at room temperature for several hours. It's not going to be a problem. Pardon me, but they're best stored in the refrigerator. Bring them out a little while before you want to eat them, because the flavor to me is better if they're eaten at room temperature. So I've just rolled a few here to show you. I'll put the plate up here so that you can see. There they are. Delicious, protein-packed peanut butter balls. They are more delicious than they look. Be sure to try them. It's a great way to rotate non-fat powdered milk, peanut butter, and honey through your food storage. I hope you try them, and I hope you like them. We just love them. Let me know what you think. I just thought I'd come back and show you how many it made. This is how many peanut butter balls I got out of a half jar of peanut butter, minus one. They are delicious. I love that I can throw a couple of them in a baggie in my purse if I have a meeting a couple of towns away, or I have to be out late in the evening and don't have time for dinner. It's nice just to put a couple of them in a baggie in my purse and have them to eat on the way home. Try this. I think you're going to love it. It's a great recipe to make with kids. They love doing it. It's fun. Let them wash their hands and roll them up and make quick work of it, and then have a great snack packed away. That's all for now. Katzcradul.